Next up on the stage is Robbie Whigger. He is VP for EMEA Service Provider Business at Hewlett Packard. He's been at HP since 1997, holding senior management positions, including the country manager of Switzerland. He's talking about partnering with service providers and differentiating to grow. But before he takes the stage, he asked me to show you this.
Business needs are changing fast. To keep up, organizations of every size and scale are looking for ways to speed innovation and time to market. They're using hybrid cloud strategies and service providers like you to compete. Workloads are shifting as customers seek the right mix of public, managed, and private clouds to extend their capabilities. And their demand for your services is growing. But so is your competition. With the pressure on, how do you stand out? You need to be able to offer everything as a service, with services that are fast, agile, reliable, and secure. And you need the resources to extend your reach to new customers and new markets. How? Leading service providers around the world are joining forces with strategic partners to strengthen their offerings and drive joint go-to-market. More and more of them are turning to a name they trust, Hewlett Packard Enterprise. Our robust and collaborative partner ecosystem gives you the technology, resources, and support you need to do it all. Win new business with innovative and profitable cloud services based on HPE leading infrastructure and service provider-ready solutions. Increase your agility and maximize your profitability with tailored support and services while preserving capital to fuel your growth. Partner to reach new markets and customers with joint sales and marketing and a vast network of channel partners. Joining forces with HPE means you can choose trusted technologies to offer the best solutions to your customers now and the customers you'll win in the future. Choose Hewlett Packard Enterprise so you can be ready for anything.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, partnering is key for success. And you can believe me, there is no other IT company in the world who understands what partnering really matters and what it means. Hewlett Packard Enterprise, we have been building the most successful IT channel in the industry with over 230,000 resellers in the traditional way, how we have been doing business. Over 90,000 here in Europe alone. So partnering is really part of our DNA. And when I talk about partnering, I'm talking about partnering because we are building up what we call the next generation channel. The next generation channel together with our service provider partners in order to address the needs of our enterprises and SMB end customers. So talking about them and talking about how they move to the cloud and to consume services. Here a chart from RightScale, the State of the Cloud report, which just has been launched 2 weeks ago, available in the web publicly for everybody. And there's no surprise, but the move to cloud is happening fast. We see it. Already 1/3 of all SMBs around the globe, and this survey have done with thousands of SMBs and enterprises in the US, in the EMEA, and in Asia. So 1/3 of all SMBs are heavily using cloud services today and deploy all the new workloads to the cloud. Right? 1/4 of the enterprises are doing it already. So there's no surprise that the market is moving fast. So we also do understand, of course, that there is traditional IT and that there are different cloud concepts. So we talk about private clouds and public clouds and how we combine this. And the same survey, they have been focusing in what it's called hybrid IT, hybrid cloud. And I believe that's the topic where we have to focus on. So we see that already 90% have public clouds. We see that about 77% have private clouds deployed. But the interesting thing here is that of all customers, SMBs or enterprises, 71% have hybrid IT cloud already today in place. Now, we know hybrid IT and cloud is not an easy thing to do, right? You all agree. You work in this business already since quite a while, and that's what we hear as well from our customers. So we have to address that segment really properly. What we hear from our customers, so that's when we talk to the line of businesses in the enterprises, in the SMBs, when we talk to them and we ask them, well, you know, what are your challenges? Asking the business. What they usually say that they see 42% saying, well, we do not really believe that we have the right IT resources with the right skills in place today. 42%. 51% say, well, the IT department, our own IT department, is not able to deliver the agility and flexibility we are looking for. And as a matter of fact, of course, as a result out of it, 77% of all customers said, well, in the next 2 to 3 years, they will start sourcing IT from different vendors and sources. That's an opportunity for all of us. That's what we are going to address. Now, is it easy? No, it's not. It's complex. We have to handle it, and you need to know how to do it. So Hewlett Packard Enterprise, it's a new company, by the way, since starting of the year. As you know, we have been separating our companies in HPE and Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and our corporate logo is now green. Nevertheless, here are the 4 strategic areas where Hewlett Packard are focusing on. So first of all, no wonder, transforming to a hybrid infrastructure. That's the most important area where Hewlett Packard Enterprise is focusing on. Topic number 2 is around security and how we can protect the digital enterprise going ahead. Very important as well. Number 3 is about big data analytics and how we can help enterprises to get more out of their data. And number 3 is enabling the workplace productivity. So when it comes to workplace as a service and making the workplace for the employees more flexible. So 4 areas, and that's all our focus of our company and nothing else. So zooming in here today is, of course, in regards to the transformation to a hybrid infrastructure and what that really means. So I guess if you're looking here to this slide and what it is, there is no wonder. Hybrid as a definition says, well, I have IT on-prem, right? Whether it's traditional IT, yes, I'm going to automate and virtualize it, or I'm building private clouds on-prem. But hybrid as a definition means that we also have off-prem services to combine with, to shift workload, whether we call it managed cloud services or we call it public cloud services, there is a combination of off and on-prems. So that's what we need to deliver. So for us as Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and we're very good on the on-prem stuff, when it comes to the off-prem stuff, we have to partner. Because we do not deliver public cloud or managed private cloud services, which means that we need you. You as a partner. You are the only ones who can deliver all these kind of services, whether they are public cloud services here in the region, in Europe, for instance, or whether we talk about managed private clouds. And quite frankly, that's what we do quite successfully since years. So I'm in this role since about 5 years now, and we've been building up a service provider partner channel in Europe, and we now have more than 220 service provider partners in EMEA. Globally, it's about 350, and we partner with them on a daily basis in order to deliver a hybrid IT infrastructure and approach to our joint customers, whether there's our enterprises or SMBs. Having local partners is crucial. And I found this report here from 451 very interesting, where 451 research asked end customers whether they are confident in working with local regional service providers, for the public cloud, by the way, or whether they would prefer to go with the big global players. So look at this. 76% of the feedback of the customers said we feel very comfortable or comfortable in going with regional or local service providers because they talk the language, because they are compliant to the local regulations, because they know you and you can deliver on the local SLAs, right? So very important. That's our business. So when I talk about Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and we want to partner with service providers. So what does it mean? So fundamentally, we have 3 building blocks. Number 1, yes, we have a portfolio of products and solutions which are optimized for the workload you need, you as a service provider. And we have that in order to help you to differentiate with your services in the market. So when I'm talking to our engineers back in Houston or in California or wherever they are, and we talk about what is the next step in our product development, whether these are servers or storage or services, we have the situation that they have service providers in mind. This is really something which I really enjoy talking to our engineers. So the portfolio is one thing, ready for the service provider. Very important too is flexible business models. So you are all in a service-driven business, right? So you have a recurring business stream. Many of you want to move away from CapEx to OpEx. So we have flexible business models together with our HP Financial Services to deliver you infrastructure and solutions in a utility concept. Pay as you grow, flexible capacity, that's how we call it. So you will be charged from Hewlett Packard Enterprise when you sell it to your customer. Very important and a very strategic area which we are building, especially targeting service providers. And last but not least, the partnership I'm talking about, which we have been proven over decades with our traditional channel and what we do exactly the same way again with service providers. This really helps you to grow your business. So diving in here in a bit of the portfolio side, because I know some of you are also techies and you want to understand what is coming. I don't have too many tech slides, but I have a few. So first of all, what we did over the last couple of years is that we said, yes, we have good components, we have great servers, great storage, great network components, software components, but you guys all had to bring it together by yourself. So what we did is we created what we call service provider-ready solutions. These are solutions which we have done together with leading service providers in the market. They are tested and proved in the market itself. We have blueprints and reference architectures available for you. And we did not only test the technology stack of it in order to be ensured that this really works all together, but we also have the business concept together. So there's a business case behind it in order to really ensure that you can be competitive with these solutions. So a few examples. If you want to build up a managed cloud platform, infrastructure as a service, and you want to be competitive in this market, we have a solution based on Helion OpenStack, in order really to deliver that platform. Or probably if you are more on the Microsoft route and you're building up a Microsoft Azure PAC solution and you want to have a certified, tested reference architecture, we have exactly the right solution which have been building together with Microsoft in order that you're able to deliver Azure PAC and in the future Azure Stack, right? Or when it comes to networking, when we talk about distributed cloud networking, so SDN capabilities, which are on top of your existing network, by the way, so you do not need to replace them, but you are able to increase your agility and flexibility and drive down your TCOs. We have fantastic solutions in the distributed cloud network environment. Last thing probably to mention, many of you are need a lot of storage, right? So per se, the internet and the cloud consuming of storage is very key. So we have software-defined storage solutions, which are really addressing the object storage market. And we have partnering here, again, with leading providers, ISVs, like Scality or OpenStack or Chefs, in order to address that. So really attractive solutions, and you will see a little bit more about that in the next couple of slides. So yes, we are bringing together the components and test them really so that they're ready for you to differentiate services in your market space. Now, when we talk about individual products, I also have 2 slides here. First of all, many of you are knowing our famous ProLiant servers, right? Still the market-leading server portfolio in the industry. Probably not everybody knows that next to the ProLiants, we have a series called Cloudline. So Cloudline is a server series which we have done based on open industry standards. Many of you, as a service providers, they love the ProLines and they love all the features which they get in the server, but others, they tell us, well, we basically would like to have, just industry standard servers with the standard firmwares and BIOS in it. So that's why we have created Cloudlines. And we have for the compute, we have several units like the CL2100 or the CL2200, or we have mass storage, a new solution, the CL5200 for object storage and scale-out storage. Or if you are in the OCP world, the CL7100 is addressing your need when you are, let's say, a Facebook reference architecture, or the OCS, the CL7300 for the Microsoft stack. So really all open compute, open industry standard. Now, one more slide about the mass storage solution. So that I think that was a very interesting one. It says here new. In fact, it's not that new, but it's newly available to everybody because we designed that unit actually for one very large hyperscale. And I believe somebody told me from our engineering, we already sold 30,000 units. And that's the box, which is now available for everybody in the service provider space. And you see what it does. So it's a 4U server, 1 or 2 nodes. It can hold up to 80 disks in it in 4U, which gives you 640 terabytes of data in 4U. It drives down the cost of gigabyte to 7 cents. I've been in storage many years. I mean, it's crazy. 7 cents per gig is incredibly low. And it's, by the way, certified with all the leading ISVs who do object storage. So fantastic platform to use. So I want to stop here with the technology pitch of it, just to give you an overview also what is coming and what we are doing. Want to move back to the service provider program, because I know that's of interest of many of you. So the partner program is really the key to success in order to deliver the hybrid IT strategy. So when I talk about what is the service provider partner program, again, it has 3 areas, very easy to remember, 3 areas where we work together. Okay? First is extending the sales reach. So working together with HP sales guys in the countries, and we have thousands of sales guys interested in delivering a hybrid IT strategy to our partners, and we need our service provider partners like you in order to deliver that. So extending the sales reach, working with the HP sales force and the channel is key. And I will go in a little bit more details what I mean here in the next slide. Capture new markets. Now, investing with marketing development funds, together with our service provider partners, we're constantly creating now about 20,000 leads per year for our 250 partners in Europe. Right? Really helping them to create demand. We're working very closely in all the activities we do in the various markets, specifically on your needs and your services. We're also bringing in ISVs. So we have a large network of ISVs. So if you're interested in bringing up new applications to your service stack, we can partner with our ISV to SaaS program which we have in place. Or accelerating the delivery, the latest stack. So if you are in an area and you need support from professional service from Hewlett Packard, we can support you there too. Or coming back on the flexible business offering on the financing side, that's how we can really accelerate your delivery. And that's available for our partners. So going into the area of how we can extend the sales reach. Easy to say, not too easy to make it really happen. Now, we have done it, and we have been successful. And the way we are doing it, I also would like to share here is the following. First of all, when I say, well, we work with our Hewlett Packard Enterprise sales force in selling all the financial accounts or public accounts, what does it mean? So we have been working over the last couple of years and said, well, partner with our service provider partners, sell their services, and you get compensated. And what we now did about a year ago, we stepped one step ahead. We said, okay, when you sell the service of our service provider partner, in order to build a hybrid IT cloud approach, you even get a 1.2 accelerator for your compensation. Now, that really triggered the interest of our sales guys. Now, they said, well, I really want to know what kind of service providers do you have and what kind of services they have. And yes, they're all proven and tested, and they really work. So there's a lot of momentum in our own organization in order to deliver a hybrid IT approach together with our 200 partners. Okay. Now we also have hundreds and hundreds of SMB sales in the countries, whether they are inside sales or whether they are field sales, talking to SMBs. And usually it goes like, well, we have a new cool server product or new storage product. Are you interested in buying this new solution? And the SMB probably says, well, yeah, as we have seen in the first slide, I thought more of having something in the cloud. So far, the SMB guys, or a bit back, they say, well, we don't really have a solution as a service. I'm really sorry. Now, since we trained all these SMB sales guys about the services of our service provider partner, they immediately are looking at what is the best service we can deliver to this SMB. Is it a backup as a service? Is it an ERP service? Is it storage as a service? A huge portfolio. So how we make these services all available, also internally and externally, one of the ways we are doing that is called Cloud 28. And I know many of you already heard about the initiative around Cloud 28 with Hewlett Packard Enterprise. So Cloud 28 is something Hewlett Packard is sponsoring, not really owning. And what it is, it's very simple. It's a catalog of services of our service provider partners. And it's fundamentally created from the European Union itself. That's why I call it Cloud 28, because of the 28 European Union states. So the European Union told us, well, we would like to purchase cloud. Well, we would like to purchase local clouds from local service providers, not necessarily from big American companies. Yes, we said, yeah, we have a lot of partners. And they said, yeah, but we do not know how to find them. So we created the Cloud 28, which, the link is in here. Oh, by the way, it's cloud28plus.eu. If you want to go, you can go and search yourself. So there are almost 1,000 services of our service provider partners in there. It's a service catalog. It's not a marketplace. You can't purchase directly in that catalog, but it gives you a very advanced tool in order to search particularly your service you're looking for, based on your needs of the SLAs. So very interesting, and this is something we're promoting to the market, to the enterprises and the SMBs really, really heavily. That's something we do for our service provider partners in order to make their services public to enterprises and SMBs. So that's just a few examples how we drive this forward when we talk about co-selling and delivering a hybrid IT approach. Right? So talking about that is easy, but of course I would like to have a partner on stage today who have been with us since many years as a service provider partner. Please welcome Mario Aplitz from the Unbelievable Machine.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Robbie.
Hey, Mario. Good to have you on stage here. So, first of all, the Unbelievable Machine. How the heck have you got that name?
Yeah, Robbie, you are not the very first one asking this question. So there are lots of myths and legends about this. The only true story is that our founder, Mr. Ravenmeter, fed some technical terms in an online band name generator. And finally, the Unbelievable Machine company came out of it. And for us, it's a great name because it shows our passion and our enthusiasm in what we're doing. So that's a cool name.
Absolutely, and I believe nobody will forget the name if everyone heard it.
Hopefully.
So I really like that name too. So tell us a little bit more about what is the Unbelievable Machine doing? You're out of Berlin, right?
Yes.
So yeah, what is your focus? What are you doing?
We're 120 people, cloud architects, data scientists, data engineers, and technical experts that are located in Berlin and Vienna. And we're serving large corporate customers. I think we serve most of the DAX 30 companies with big data or cloud projects. And that's our key focus.
Great. I mean, we're partnering since how long? Maybe 4 or 5 years now, 6 years in the service provider partner space. When you started and you have been partnering with Hewlett Packard Enterprise, what was your motivation at that very first start?
Yeah, basically, when we started the company, the starting team has a mutual background in an internet agency. So we had the idea in mind to provide cloud services when even no one has spoken in Germany about cloud services. That was our starting pitch. And when we started, we were very easily able to differentiate ourselves from the market, and that led to growth. And when growth came, we basically had the situation that we had to cope with larger projects, and that was the time where we looked for a reliable, larger, and traditional partner like HP.
Okay, yes, and that helped you then, of course, to address new customers or larger customers as well, because on the partnering aspect, that as we're working quite well, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead, what are the challenges you have in the market, and what are you expecting Hewlett Packard Enterprise in regards to support, or how can we help you in regard to your challenges ahead?
Basically, we're positioned as a quality leader, so we usually don't compete in this more gigs for less money price battles. And that's why we need quality vendors, high quality vendors, supporting our business solutions that we provide to our customers. And that's one big issue that we're benefiting from. And yeah, we have several other mutual activities that we do together. So we have joint marketing activities on a quarterly basis. We identify new topics, new ideas, and address them to the market. We had a very successful mutual Hadoop 2.0 campaign, and during this campaign we won several quite large customers, and there was at least one customer with a global footprint, so that was a pretty successful story for us.
Very good. Happy we have been able to help you in here too. So when you think about partnering with Hewlett Packard, what is your overall expectation then? What is most important for you going to the market, and why are you doing that overall?
From our perspective, it's so that there are tons of new technologies and software stacks coming up on the market, and we help our customer to apply those new technologies, and we enable those technologies for our customers. And from my perspective, it's very important to have a very solid basis that we can rely on with the infrastructure that we are using from HP. So we are using mainly servers and storages, and yeah, we have those shared joint marketing activities, and yeah, we're using the financial services as well from HP. And yeah, altogether, it's a quite good package that fits into our own business strategy.
All right, many thanks.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mario. Thank you for coming, and an applause for Mario, who has been with us today, the co-founder of the Unbelievable Machine out of Berlin, a partner from Hewlett Packard Enterprise in the service provider space since many years. All right, I want to come to a conclusion again and wrap it up here. So what are we doing with our service provider partners and what we do for this space? So first of all, we have service providers in mind when we design products and we roll out products and we create solutions. We know what you want, and we design our products specifically to your needs in order to help you to create differentiated services in the market. Number two, we have the right flexible capacity services in place, which allows you to be flexible with your business models, because we have the financial strengths and the utility concepts in order to help you. And number three, we have the market-leading partnership in place, not only for the traditional IT channel, but for the new channel which we are building. And if you're interested to join our service provider partner program, see us at our booth, or give us just a call. We are here to support and help. All right, with that, I would like to close the presentation. Many thanks for being here today with us, and I wish you a good rest of the day. Many thanks.